Hello artists, Mrs. Castle here, and we are going to talk about value scales in Sketchbook. I have a lot of great tools here, but for this assignment I want all these kinds of pencils. So I'm going to tap on my library button and I'm going to scroll down until I get to the fine art pencils. I'm going to highlight one and this little pin pops up and I'm going to click on it and it'll turn blue, and that will move all of my pencils over into my menu. Then later, when I don't want those anymore, I can go back to my basic menu. I can pick one of those and pin those and it'll go back to the way it was. So let's repin those so we don't have to search for them. And I'm also going to switch to black. Okay, I am going to stay in the black. I'm going to enlarge my pencil tip a little bit, but before I do get very much further, we want to create some boxes. And this is how I did it. I drew the size box that I wanted by clicking on this tool, and the square, the rectangle is highlighted. I could do circles or ovals or lines, but we want rectangles. I drew the rectangle that I wanted, and then what I do is come over here and tap on the layer, and I'm going to tap on the layer and I'm going to click copy right there, and then tap again and click paste. Then I can move it copied both boxes, so I can just pull them over, and I'm going to click done, and I can do that again. Let's see if I can paste again. Yeah, it'll redo the two that I did before. So done. Now this time, if I keep doing it by twos, that'll be fine. I'm going to do a couple of different scales, and I'll want 6 in each one. So tap, click. First you're going to click copy, and then the menu will go away, click again, and it'll do paste. And then you can have all the same size. Okay, then done. Alright, so when we're talking about pencils, it's going to start with, up here, it's going to start with a 4H, and then 3H, 2H, H, B, 2B, 3B, 4B, and on up to 9B, and my 5 is out of order, but that's okay. 4B, 5B, 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B, and 9B. 9B is very, very, very soft, and it's going to be our darkest color. So I'm going to shrink my pencil tip down. I need to really shrink that down. Oops. Okay. To protect my boxes so they don't disappear on me again when I click undo, I'm going to come up here and add a layer. And I can color all I want, I can erase, I can blend, I can do whatever, and my boxes will stay there. So down here, I'm going to label this 9B. And let's see, I'm going to do 7B in this one. Then 5B. And then I'm going to change my mind. Okay. 9B. Where'd it go? Let's do 6B. Then 3B. We can kind of see I'm writing with the same pressure. And then B. And when we get to the H's, that means that the lead is harder. So let's do 2H and 4H. Okay, so I'm going to increase the size of my lead so it doesn't take as long and it's going to look smooth. I'm going to shade in that box with my oops, that's 3B. I thought it looked kind of dark. I'm going to click on my 4H. And, oops, I'm going to enlarge my lead. And I'm going to shade in my box with my 4H. Okay, then I'll switch to 2H. Oops, I gotta enlarge it. I want it to be kind of smooth. And then he said B. Undo that last stroke. 3B. My lead's already enlarged. And then 6B. And then switch up and do my 9B. Oops. Different from the other pencils. And looking like that, I'm not really keen on it. But anyway, okay, that's kind of working out the different hardnesses of pencils. Then I'd like you to pick, let's go back to that layer. Let's see if it'll, yeah, I can still paste. Because I haven't done anything else with this layer. Okay, done. So I'm going to pick one pencil to do all 6 values, and then I'll pick a different pencil to do all 6 values here. So let's pick a light one. Let's pick a 2H. I'm going to shrink it down and label this 2H. I'm going to increase it, and okay, this time I'm going to, like we did with our pencil, with our real graphite, I'm going to layer it up a couple of different directions to make it darker. And then even darker. And as dark as I can make it. Actually, you could start at the dark end, so you know just how dark you can make, layer up the pencil, the digital pencil. So I could, looks like I can get pretty dark, and this looks darker than the 9B. So I'm going to layer some more on the 6B. And more on more on my fourth darkest value. And then a little bit more on here. And I'm going to leave those two alone. Okay, so that's a pretty good value scale. So now I'm going to pick a darker pencil. Let's try the 4B. I'm going to try to make this as light as I can. Oops. You know what? I forgot to make it larger. Make the lead larger. And I'm going to go down here and make the darkest I can. Okay. So I got to go get these four in between those two, which should be pretty easy. And then this one. Make this one a little darker. And this one a little darker. And then that looks lighter and more even than this one. That's okay. Okay, and I'm gonna make that smaller and label this one 4B. Okay, you can pick whichever one out of all of the different pencils that you want to do this, but I want to see a value scale with different hardnesses of pencil in every in every box. And then in the other two, I want to see one hardness of pencil layered up, and then like a hard, one of the H to 4H pencils, and then one of the B to 9B pencils in the bottom row. Okay, once you do that, to review saving, I'm going to click on the menu up here, and I'm going to click Save, then Share, Flattened Image, and then Save Image. Okay, and that will put it in my camera roll or my photos, and then I can upload it to Canvas. All right, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you do. Bye-bye.